Hey guys, I'm Petia, and I'm going to mention two things that I've noticed during my first week here at iTutorGroup. And I want to tell you guys why it's been great for me. Number one, I currently have some unavailable hours where I cannot teach because of my family obligations, and they take a higher priority in my life right now. That means that I can't work at a specific time. But that's been okay because I've been able to open up a time slot at iTutorGroup at any time, as long as it's within 24 hours of the start time, and it 99% of the time gets booked. So that's great because I have classes. And when I get classes, that means that I get to teach more and I get to interact more with the students. And so far, out of 23 classes, I've only had 3 cancellations. You have to be online the whole session period in case the student shows up, but that's okay because it gives me plenty of time to look ahead to my next class and just review the slides I need to present and teach. In case the student does show up, I get to resume our presentation from the beginning, start to teach, and continue on from there. And number 2, as a teacher, I want teacher feedback and maybe a rating. iTutorGroup expects from their consultants that at least they'll get around a 9.0 weekly. And at first, I was really nervous about this number. And then during this past week and a half, I found out that if a student doesn't give you a rating, iTutorGroup counts that as a 10, which is, it's pretty amazing because I was really, really nervous. My first student gave me a 1. Well, not my first student, but my first student that gave me a rating was a 1. And they show you the feedback, and the student just answered other, and it gave me no help whatsoever. But then after that, I got a 10 and a 9 and a 9, so that made me feel a lot better. And then when I knew that iTutorGroup counted the rest of our ratings, our no surveys, as a 10, that made me feel so much better. So my rating is pretty high. In the last few days, I've gotten better at reminding students to give me a rating and feedback. It's been helpful because I can review their feedback while also having the comfort of knowing that if I don't receive that feedback, my company won't hold that against me. So this is my first video, so I'm sorry if it's short. But if you guys have any questions, I will be really happy to answer them, and you guys can just write them down below.